I spent the last 24 hours lying down on the last day before we climbed to Camp 2 because I've eaten something not so great and spent some time in the toilet. You know the story. And we're leaving at 4 AM this night, and it's snowing. It's definitely colder, and we're climbing up to a height that I haven't gone up to yet, so it's definitely going to be a challenge. I decided to try it and see how I go. If things go bad, I can always fall back and go back, stay in this camp here because the group is coming back. Almost at 5,000. I decided to walk. And I'm not the only one suffering. Alex also struggling a little bit, but we'll make it one step at a time. It's definitely one of the harder things I've done. Crazy to think I can see the peak from here, and I know it's over 2,000 meters still to climb. Crazy. Alright. Let's get to the Camp 2. We're back at ABC Advanced Base Camp, or also known as Camp 1. We just spent 2 nights up at Camp 2, of which one of them was a day hike up to Camp 3, which I didn't do because I was really not feeling that well. Because on the day that we left for Camp 2, I was feeling very sick, very sick, and I don't even know how I made it up to Camp 2, but yeah, so I spent two nights resting at 5,300, 5,400 meters. And yeah, feeling much better now. And now I gotta decide, we got 2 nights here and then we have the summit push. Apparently there's a window to do it, so yeah, it all comes down to how well we've acclimatized and how we feel about it. But right now we need some water and tea and hopefully no more food poisoning. Morning, last day at Camp 1. We just spent 3 rest days here, well 2 plus a little bit, and
most of the team have decided that it's not worth it anymore to go back up to Camp 2, back up to Camp 3, and then attempt the summit. So there's only 3 of us left, plus 1 who's still hesitating. In the meantime, Camp 1, Advanced Base Camp that we're at now, is being completely taken apart. And there's about 5-6 tents left for customers, for people that are attempting to climb up. A couple of guide tents, the food tent, and the rest is all just pallets where the tents were before. Tomorrow we head off to Camp 2, and we will be the last ones this year, I think, to do it, to attempt it. It all comes down to if the weather won't stop us. If it's freezing cold, if there's more than 30 kilometers per hour wind up there, then we can't do it. So yeah, it comes down to that. Now I hope I have the energy, the head, and the batteries and the cameras to film and take photos up there and document the story. Everything becomes quite difficult at that altitude, so you have to consider when you take out your hands to take a photo or to film, then it should better be worth it.
About to head off to Camp 3, sleep a couple of hours, and then attempt the summit.
The wall.
We are at Camp 3, 6,100, 6,200 meters, something like that. And we're incredibly lucky. The weather's good. It gets up to 40, 50, 60 kilometer per hour winds up here. And as you can see behind me, the camping place is not exactly the place you want to be at when it's blasting that much wind at that altitude. You're talking minus 20, minus 30, minus 40 degrees, so not funny. So yes, we are very, very lucky. And on the other plus side, I'm feeling pretty good. Very exhausted. Still had a bit of stomach problems coming up here, and it really drained my energy. But I'm stoked I made it. 6,100, 200 meters. That's the first time I've been over 6,000. Super excited to see that the gear is holding up really well too, thanks to Olympus for making amazing cameras. And yeah, now it's about getting as much rest as possible. And then tomorrow we'll be climbing that mountain behind me. I don't know if you can see it. Whew, gotta catch my breath. Talking is hard work at this altitude. And yeah, we're boiling water and getting ready for the longest, hardest day at the highest altitude that I've ever been at. So wish us luck. Sunrise I've ever seen.